Hi everyone, welcome back to another video of Related Customs. Today we're here with Mr. Jody in say championship series Nissan bakkie, the silver one, complicated it's silver. And today we will be lowering this specific bakkie right here. I just want to give two shout outs in the beginning of this video. Big shout out to Broken Local Garage for hooking up Jody last night with a lekker service en wat punch condenser, engine bay clean. Guys can see the engine bay is lekker clean. And the second shout out goes to Side Hustle Garage. So I want to start with this video by just explaining to you guys that we will be loading Jody's champ bakkie today with this specific kit right here, which is a combination between loading blocks, these U-bolts, and the sleeve overs, only two sleeve overs. You can choose between two different spring rates if I'm not mistaken. This is the lower spring rate and you get a higher spring rate as well. You can choose between the two depending on what drive comfortability you prefer in your specific champ vehicle. If you guys would like to pick up this specific loading kit for your champ bakkie, you guys can head over to Side Hustle Garage. I'll leave his number in the description down below, and he actually has a YouTube channel as well, so definitely go subscribe to that as well, which will also be linked in the description down below. The man sent us some lekker stickers and we still need to send him stickers up as well. Just so you guys know, today we're going to give you guys a kind of a DIY kind of installation, but I did do a DIY installation on this specific kit before on one of my friend's champ bakkies, which was also silver. I will link that video right here on the screen. It will be either here or here, and you guys can just click on there and it will take you directly to the video on how to install this specific kit on your vehicle step by step. Once again, big shout out to Side Hustle Garage for hooking us up with a specific kit. If you guys need it, all the details will be linked in the description down below. And once again, big shout out to Broken Law Garage as well for hooking us up with a lekker service and punch condenser timing kind of bus. Jody's gesissie.
Dankie die ei.
Net dankie die ei. Jody actually did buy him a set of wheels, but like I mentioned in the previous video, the fitment on the front wheels weren't really that great. Jody can do a bit more explanation. I think you said the tires were a bit too breed.
Just advice.
So it's just the front tires.
I'm definitely gonna rub my fenders and so. So thanks again to the eye.
Weet, mensen,
ABS wheels so long.
Yeah, that is not Jody's wheels. He's just borrowing the wheels for the time.
So I'm gonna see if I can find a set of stage tires for my wheels, and then
even if you guys can hook him up with his tires,
I'm not sure what size yet on the 13th. So any recommendations, whatever you can throw it in the comments.
Look, but you must have a picture of how it looked.
I know, and I have a tire in mind. I think it's a 175 50 13. I can go 165 also if I can.
If you need it, yeah.
But apparently it's a bit scarce, so we must see where you can find.
And the tires are very expensive nowadays as well. It's not even funny. So today, these are actually Premier wheels right here, which is Ashwin's. He's giving it us for today's video installation. Gave us his spacers, which is spacers and adapters to make these wheels fit on that specific PCD of this bakkie right here. And we will be installing the loading kit from Side Hustle Garage, and we will be installing this chin lip, which was also supplied by Side Hustle Garage, which I actually forgot. So if you guys need a few accessories for your vehicle, head over to him. I'm not sure if he has a catalog.
Yes, a catalog, yes.
On his
WhatsApp, and I'm not sure Instagram.
Is it? But his WhatsApp number will be in the description down below. Go check out his catalog. Everything is there that he's currently selling, and once again, thank you for the collab, brother. I really appreciate it. got this side removed. Very basic to remove. 3 nuts. On top you have these two bolts for the caliper and these 2 bolt and nuts for the hub. Then you have everything looking like this, and I already got the driver's side hub removed, and what I'm going to do now is I need to get the top mount removed. I think this might be a 70mm socket might fit on here. Just get that removed, and we might need to trim the section right here in order for the sleeve over to slip over. This right here is to loosen the section from this casing because the shock is actually currently in there. So when you actually remove this, be very careful to not damage it all the way. If you ever do decide to change the shocks in the future, it's not really a difficult process to get it removed. I'm gonna try my best to make it look as neat as possible and just make enough clearance for the sleeve over to slide over right here. Let's get started with getting this mounting off. Like I said, this won't really be a full DIY video because I previously already did one, and it's a whole 30-minute long video, and it explains the whole process of how to do this specific or how to install this specific loading kit in your champ bakkie. So definitely go check it out. The link will be in the description down below. We got both springs and top pads removed. Currently what we need to do now is we need to get these sleeve overs onto the front strut right here. What is blocking us from sliding the adjuster of the sleeve over kit onto the casing of the strut is this right here. We need to get this shaved down in order to match the diameter of the casing right here. In order to slide it down, you do get your rubbers here to avoid any rattles. Make sure just to lube it up with a little bit of oil or Q20 or L40 to make sure it slides on very easily. And we need to drill out this hole right here in order to get this top pad to slide over here. That's one thing, or that's the modifications that's needed in order to make this specific sleeve over kit work on these front shocks right here. With other vehicles as well, these sleeve overs are universal, and you need to make alterations in order to make a sleeve over kit like this fit on your car. Works with any car exactly like this. Oh yeah. Just finished drilling the top pads on the sleeve overs. This one I made a bit bigger, and it's not really the shape of a circle, but this one came out perfect, as you can see right there. Both are perfect. Always make the size of this hole the diameter of the stroke section of your shock. If you guys do not know what the stroke section of your shock is, it is the chrome section of the shock that actually goes down. That's the key. The chrome section. What we need to do now, we need to trim off the top section of the shock to make sure that it goes in right there, or make sure it's the diameter of that section of the sleeve over right there. Once we're done there, we can completely assemble the front struts, assemble it, fit it in the front of the champ, lower it, and move on to the rear suspension of the champ. It should go actually quite quick. It does consist of some modifications or alterations or alternators. Then once we're done there, we can move on to installing everything. I'm currently just going to get the grinder because I'm going to need the grinder for the next section to modify the shock or the front shocks of the champ. We almost grinded this section for nothing. I think the older generation, you need to modify the section right here, but luckily for us, the sleeve over slides right over here. In the other video of the DIY setup, you guys will see I actually grinded the section here. On today's scenario, we don't need to grind it, it slid it slides actually right on here. Now we're gonna get everything assembled. We just fitted the front wheels, the front thrusters in, we have the spaces in. Unfortunately we had to add a 3 more spacer just to get like at least a 1 more clearance from the rear side of the wheel to the strut, and that's why these 25 more spaces plus the 3 more, so we have a 28 more space on front for in order to clear the wheels from the shock. That's the reason why we have the spaces on front. Currently, me and Jody, we are doubting if we're gonna fit the rear blocks because we checked out the gap between the arch and the tire, and it seems we might have a 2 to 3 finger gap without installing the blocks in this specific caddy right here. We're not entirely sure why this caddy is a bit lower than the rest of the caddies. We know the canopy is on, but the canopy is really not that heavy. We're first gonna fit on the wheels with the spacers, see how it is, and then from there we're going to determine if we need to install the blocks in the rear. And the problem is, if we install the blocks in the rear, we need to go lower in front. So we're first going to see how things go from there. So let's reinstalling this side, and once we're done this side, move over to this side, see how it looks, get a like a drive in the car, and then we can go from there. You're the caddy, the champ, yeah. I smacked up all the caddy, guys. I smacked up all the caddy. But by the way, we actually added like a bump stop in front because I remember with the previous champ we installed these sleeve over kits. It actually gave a nice bottoming out sound from the strut. In this current situation, we installed I think it's a 15mm bump stop. Hopefully that will prevent the bottoming out sound from the shocks. Jody just left with the champ to pump up the left rear wheel because it was a bit flat, and we did not install the drop blocks as yet because we wanted to see how the caddies oh hi, I keep on saying caddy, we want to see how the champ is actually currently laying. And at the current time, on the passenger side rear it's a bit higher than the driver side rear, and it has exactly the same components in on both sides. I think it might be that the champ is leaning towards the one side, which we don't know why, but we're gonna figure everything out now. Maybe we're just gonna continue with just removing one specific leaf spring. I'm gonna find out about Jody because I know if you're really into the stance boy life, these specific blocks are perfect. And I know in Nigel's bucky was actually perfect as well. I know in Ashwin's bucky it was actually quite low, but I'm gonna find out about Jody now what way he feels he wants to go, because he still wants the stability of the leaf springs in the rear suspension. So we'll have to find out by him what route we will be going today. But thus far I'm very happy with the installation, and we'll get feedback from him once he comes back if the front shocks are bottoming out or not. just an update for you guys. The leaf spring method unfortunately did not work at all. So we'll be the people to tell you guys that it didn't work at all. We wanted just a bit more lows, and the blocks are actually those items that gave us that bitchy lows. We can currently see how it's gonna lay, which we are very happy with. We're gonna currently get the champ on the ground and we're gonna take it from there. I ended up cutting off a few of the U-bolt strips right there to make sure it doesn't stick out that far underneath the car. This side I didn't really do that much of a great job, but that side is perfect. Very excited to see how this champ is gonna be laying on the floor. Won't be laying frame though, but it's definitely gonna look bittersweet. I think the passenger side still might be a bit higher than the driver's side. We are having this issue with this current champ at the current time, and we are not entirely sure why. But it's what it is. We try to correct it, but thus far it's looking amazing. So you guys will probably get a little cinematics after this once the champ is on the ground. We are almost done with the champ for the night. Ja, is een lekker kolletjie hier, né? Yeah, I just smudged it even further. But it's what it is. We are done with the champ for the night. Oh, 95% done with the champ for the night. The only thing we still need to do to the champ tonight is paste these champ stickers right here. These aren't the original stickers, but they're very close. You do get the passenger side, and you get your driver side, and then you get this this one for the tailgate. We will be pasting that on a time lapse for you guys as well. But it's looking good. It's looking very good. Jerry wants to take a picture of it, man. Hij wil gewoon een foto nemen van jullie.
Ik kan gewoon klaar.
Hij wil een foto nemen van jullie.
En ik ga een foto nemen samen met jullie.
This is the beauty real quick. We tried dropping it. We tried not dropping it too low, but unfortunately we didn't have a choice. So big shout out to Side Hustle Garage for shishing the lows for us today. They provide some good lows. Once again, if you guys are interested in this kit, all the information will be in the description down below. Go check it out. We are finally done with the champ. We got both stickers pasted on each side, and we got sticker pasted on the tailgate right there as well. Champ is looking amazing. Jody's already getting offers for the vehicle. The champ didn't even leave the yard yet. But Jody did mention that the sleeveover was too drive comfortable. There weren't any knocks this far, so me and him will be driving to Ashburn real quick because he needs to pick up his laptop. And I will actually show you guys some cinematics at the garage. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe as well. If you guys would like to see some champ content, comment down below what you guys would like to see, because currently the only thing I think we have well on the list here is just obviously this fitting a tailpiece there and a sound stereo. That is definitely a must. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.